We're very good for it. Make it fast. They kind of gone back and forth. Well, yeah, I'm still doing that part. I'm not doing social media. Bigger. I mean, this is kind of bigger. On the ground, There you go.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we were.
Okay, good morning and welcome to Morton Ridge Middle School. My name is Kelly Flax and I am the principal. You saw two slides. So next week, on February the 6th, is a bond, no tax increase bond issue on the ballot. How that would impact Northern Ridge is we would look at a 15,000 square foot facility with for performances, specifically the plays, a couple of band rooms, things that would help us out in the orchestra area, quite a few other activities. So please get out and look at February the 6th. Enough for the public service now. Okay, we're here to celebrate these kids. We all hear about middle schoolers. Did you hear about these kids these days? Well, I'm going to tell you about kids these days. In my opinion, they're pretty darn awesome. Would you agree with me? Yes. Would you agree with me? I appreciate it when students agree with the principal. Yes! Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let me introduce some people that have helped us out with the whole process. Mrs. Danielle Wimber. She is a 6th grade counselor. Thank you for helping us out. We have Erica Millay. She is a 7th grade counselor. Our 8th grade counselor, Mrs. Kelly Toll. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for helping us with this program set, as well as the teaching programs this afternoon. Hey, the admin team. We have Mr. Alsop. We also have Mrs. Berry, and last but not least, Mrs. Sherman. So thank you very much for your support as well. Okay, let's talk about a few things about Northern Ridge before we introduce our guest speaker. Last year, 1,063 students attended Northern Ridge Middle School. We were able to redistrict to help out with a few things across the district. Specifically, we were able to have Franklin Smith now attend Delta Woods. How that impacted Northern Ridge, instead of 1,063 kids, we're now at 871. That's like 190 less students at Northern Ridge Middle School. How did that impact us? Overall, what that has done for us is, believe it or not, last year we had 50% of our students get it. 3.5 or higher. This year, 57% of our students have a 3.5 or higher. That is an incredible honor, an incredible accomplishment for our students. Now, what that did for the other schools is, instead of us having 1,063, Paul Kenner having 750, actually, Paul Kenner had 725. 330 less students in this. Now, everybody has anywhere from 825 to 900 students. So everything has been much more equalized, and it's been very beneficial for us. Okay, 4 years ago, something to look forward to. We had a National Juniors Honor Society president named Abby Hunt. And now she's a senior at Blue Springs High School. Hey, 4 years ago, Abby Hunt was one of these middle school students. God, these middle school students, kids these days. And now she's a senior. And she was a past president. And she was also the Blue Springs School District Student of the Month. So I asked her, where's Mrs. Walker? Her great idea. Well, she has a lot of great ideas, and she's also one of our 7th grade teachers, and she is basically the sponsor for the JHS. She said, hey, how about we start a new tradition and ask our former president to come back and address the students. So with that being said, please welcome Addie Hunt to address our students.
As Dr. Black said, my name is Abby Hunt, and I'm a senior at Blue Springs South High School, and I've just been asked to share some opportunities with you, some pieces of advice that I have, and some ways to be successful. So you might know me as maybe Eliza's sister, or Brady's sister, or maybe the former NJHS president, or even Gabriella in the past high school musical production at Blue Springs South. Whoever you know me to be or not to be, I'm just here to share some of my knowledge with you, so I hope you keep this in mind for the next 4 years. My first piece of advice to you, it's going to be cliche, okay, so bear with me. Get out of your comfort zone. And we hear that time and time again, but I never really took that seriously until this year. So who are my athletes in the room? Raise your hand. Come on, athletes, don't be shy, let's go. Okay, there we go. So I was an athlete growing up. I did just about everything for a brief period of time. I danced, did gymnastics, I did volleyball, track, cross country. So going out for sports wasn't really that hard for me at high school. But this past semester, I decided to do something that would really push me, and I decided to audition for the musical. My friends told me that it was going to be High School Musical, and it seemed like the perfect way to just wrap up my senior year. It actually came out the year I was born, which is 2006, so it seemed kind of like a full circle moment. You guys are laughing at me, okay? So I decided, you know what, I'm going to do it, and my goal was just to make the ensemble. I figured it'd be really fun. I get to dance and sing with my friends and have just a good time. So the first day comprised dancing, singing, and acting. And honestly, I wasn't holding myself to that perfectionist standard, and I had just a great time. So then callbacks got posted the next day, and I wasn't on the list. I was a little bit disappointed, because even though I wasn't shooting for a name role, I would like that validation. But I figured it's okay, it's still an ensemble, and all my friends are going to get those name roles that they want, so it'll be a good time. Then the drama teacher, Mr. Haynes, called me back that next day, and he said, Addie, I'm so sorry. I gave you a 0 out of 10 instead of scoring you, so I'm going to have you come back tonight and do callbacks. I was like, okay, that's totally fine, and I went into it not expecting anything. On Sunday, the cast list was posted, and it was posted on the Blue Springs South Theater page at 8 a.m. I wasn't following the Instagram page, I didn't set an alarm and wait like the rest of my friends, but at 8:08 a.m. I woke up to 22 text messages. I got the lead in my first musical. And I say this to not toot my own horn, but I say this to encourage you that you are capable of far more than you could ask or imagine. So all I'm asking you to do is to take that next step in faith. Like anything else, high school is what you make it. So I'm really encouraging you to make the most of it. You can go on autopilot, do the bare minimum, cruise through, which all of you are not doing, so props to you, but keep doing it. You can see high school as a means to an end, point A to point B, but I really encourage you to dig in and get the most out of these next 4 years. If you don't, you may be coupled with severe regret. So take advantage of South. There are opportunities all over the place if you're willing to take advantage of them and work towards them. Your counselor will be your besties, so if you haven't met your counselors and talked about them, I guess this is your new grade counselor, she's awesome. Take advantage of it. They want you to succeed in both your academic and your personal life. There are over 20 clubs and activities that I actively participate in at South. I'm not asking you to do the same, but if you're looking for your community, you will find it, okay? There's something for you, whether it's POC and allies, religious clubs, there's even a coffee and crafting club, if that sounds one for you. So just look for your niche and you will find it. Additionally, I want to tell you that you are in control of your environment in the South. You are the sum of your 5 closest friends. So I want you to stop, think about your 5 closest friends, okay? Are they pulling you in the direction that you want to go? In high school, you are in control of that. You can determine your friends will show you the future. I say this to say that you can cultivate the environment that you desire. You can be the friend that you're looking to be. If you're kind and honest and reliable, you're in control of that. What you are not in control of is other people's specific situations, but you are in control of how you react to them. The week of show week, I had a friend start a really awful rumor about me, and it really rattled me my core. That week, we were also doing rehearsals till 10 or 10:30 every night, and I had clubs that would meet at 6:30 in the morning the next day. I was running on 5 hours of sleep every night, not doing my homework, and honestly, it was just a really stressful time. But I witnessed my friends just rally around me and build me up. So I highly encourage you to build the support system that you will need in the future, because you can definitely do that at South. Now, Dr. Flax wants me to share some pieces of advice that will help you to be successful in high school. But honestly, there's not a one-size-fits-all answer here. I wish I could give you that magic thing that secures a 4.0 GPA and makes you have the best friend ever, but I really can't tell you what works for you. I will tell you what works for me, though, and you can try this out, but really you're going to find what works for you by trial and error. Some things that I thrive in are routines, waking up and going to bed at the same time, participating in the same activities, getting on a workout schedule, and setting a time and place to do your homework. Another really good option is to have a good study playlist. Now, this might sound a little bit funny, but I really thrive in listening to some classical music, so find what works for you and lock in. Additionally, your grades reflect your effort. So if you're putting the work in, I promise you that your grades will reflect the work that you put in as well. My last piece of advice to you is to have fun and be present. Every year I pick a word that I want to reflect in my life. Last year it was intentional, and this year I picked present. I realized that the past 4 years I had been so caught up in what was coming that I didn't appreciate the moment that I was in. For example, you're all in 8th grade. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to be in high school. I'm going to be so much older than all these kids. They're going to look up to me. It's going to be great. You get there. Oh my gosh, sophomore year. I turned 16. I can drive. I can go wherever I want, whenever I want. And you get there. Junior year, I can't wait to be upperclassmen. All these underclassmen look up to me. And you get there. Then you can't wait to be a senior. And before you know it, senior year's over. And you just spent the last 4 years looking forward to what was coming, and you missed all of it. So I highly encourage you to be so present in the now that you realize the sweetness of this season, and let the future ones come in their own time. Here we go. Enjoy your 8th grade year. I sincerely mean that. And as Dr. Gettings, your future principal, says, be safe, be smart, go Jacks. Thank you.
I have a couple of questions for you. This is unscripted. Okay, so we're going through your enrollment for next year. Is that correct? Is that full time going through that process? Tell us about the stresses of practice. How to create a you're 8th grade. What talk to us about that?
Absolutely. My 8th grade year, I had an absolute meltdown because I didn't have the next 4 years of my life planned out. And I promise you that your life, like that plan is not set in stone. You can focus on your freshman year, and the whole point of going 4 years out is to make sure you're taking the correct prerequisites for courses you want to take your junior, senior year. So if you're wanting to take, let's say, AP Bio, you'll probably want to take pre-AP Bio, because that just gives you a little teaser of what that's going to be like, and gives you more background knowledge and such. So really just think about what will work for you to get you from point A to point B, like I said earlier. As far as stressing out about it, you really, I don't think you'll like me saying this, but you really don't have to plan all 4 years, okay? They really encourage you to. I did it, I think it helps, but you don't have to, okay? So don't stress out that much, okay? I know I've been doing the same thing with my sister. She's also in 8th grade filling it out right now, too, so don't stress.
Okay, so one other thing. So you mentioned some things you did in high school. Can you repeat some
from doing the musical, I'm a track athlete, okay, so I'm a sprinter. My sister is as well, so it's kind of cool. But my sophomore year, I actually did not make the volleyball team. And that was really heartbreaking because I had played volleyball for 8 years. So I was in competitive volleyball and all this stuff. But then Mrs. Perry actually, she told me, she said, Addie, you've got to go out for cross country. And you know what? I love Mrs. Perry. She was my freshman political government teacher. Just so crazy. But yeah, just really do the thing you don't think you can do. So I went out for a team that I had thought I would have no way of making, and I actually made the best group of friends that are still my best friends to this day, 2 years later. So
Quite honestly, when it comes from you, it means a lot more than it came from me. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, so we rehearsed this, so to speak, on Monday afternoon. We asked the students to please not look in their envelopes until we're done with the activities. But when you do look in your envelopes, this is not the time, you'll see a certificate for 3.50. And you'll also see a sticker on that certificate that designates what you have a 4.0. There also will be a perfect attendance certificate for those students that have received a perfect attendance for the first semester. Everybody will get a window decal, more honor student window decal, so congratulations. Also, there will be a color copy of today's or this morning's program. So, and then we have one other special award, but we will talk about that a little bit later. So this time, we somewhat rehearse this, but we are going to have the front row, not yet. When you stand up, I want you to head over to our counselor. We're going to walk through the hallways. And then when your name gets announced, please walk all the way across. We're going to have each row stand up completely, stay standing until everybody has been announced. We'll have that row sit down, and then we'll do this process again. Are we ready? All right, first row, please stand up, stay in alphabetical order, and please move to your left.
Brooklyn Adamchek, Paula Alfarini, Channing Allenbaum, Zoe Anderson, Zamiria Anthony, Colin Archer, Izzy Arthur, Henley Banks, Benny Argenbrook, Peyton Blackmer, Nicholas Blackmer, Mackenzie Fondla, Chloe Barras, Adeline Bocher, Caitlin Bradley, Claire Bradshaw, Alana Brady, Macy Brooker, Gracie Buckner, Isaac Burgess, Caden Bush, Kason Butler, Bella Cadwaller. Elizabeth
All right, so please sit down and thank you very much.
Bella. Elizabeth Payne. Lexi Cantwell. Corey Carson Smith. Catherine Payson. Bishop Kearley. Adrian Clark. Austin Cole. Alex Coleman. Gabrielle Cunningham. Kylie Dahlquist. Noah Burns. Brandon DePoe. Emery Diedrich. Camden Ellis. Ella Estelle. David Ewan. Liv Farrar. Kylie Farrell. Emma Farrell. Kristen Freeland. Let's give these students a round of applause. So the next group, you would stand please, the second row. Lydia Gann. Ava Garber. Peyton Gibson. Bo Gilmore. Toria Goodwin. Caden Graves. Sophie Gregory. Mila Hackner. Jillian Haynes. Julia Haynes. Avery Hall. Olivia Hammonds. Araya Hardin. Xander Harris. Patrick Hayes. Leah Hill. Maddie Hill. Derek Hoover. Andrew Huang. Eliza Hunt. Ashton Johnson Brown. Sammy Johnson. Let's give these students a round of applause. Nadia Katzenberger. Christian Keaton. Jackson Kemery. Jake Kennedy. Evelyn Pidwell. Sarah Kimball. Kirsten Kimmel. Allison Kleinhagen. Sophia Knott. Tim Knowles. Sierra Kraft. Brooklyn Lang. Savannah LaBeouf. Marley Lee. Evan Legg. Paul Leibman. Ryan Leonard. Maddie Lewis. Chase Lipowitz. Donovan Lagrasso. Josiah Long. Brigham Lowe. Let's give these students a round of applause. Vanessa Marin. Grant Marshall. Izzy Martin. Aiden Massey. Lily McDaniel. Cadence McGill. Sophia Myers. Carmen Miller. Sophie Miller. Tiffany Meisner. Leah Morgan. Lincoln Mortensen. Noah Nelson. Peyton Nolan. Michaela O'Donoghue. Juliette Ojeda Martinez. Anton Oberfeld. Rushi Patel. Jackson Patton. Olivia Patsky. Logan Pellegrino. Connor Perry. Let's give these students a round of applause. Anaya Rainey. Elijah Red. Chloe Reed. Kenzie Reeder. Maya Roberts. Griffin Robertson. Allison Rodriguez Rivera. Cameron Rock. Jocelyn Rosenbaum. Archer Sanderson. Jonah Sheezer. Parker Scribner. Brody Short. Suri Singarat. Briley Sykes, Camille Smith, Connor Smith, Ellie Smith, Maverick Smith, Andon Sorm. Finley Spellberg, let's give these students a round of applause. Kata Stivers, Bailey Stobie, Elijah Stormont, Anna Street, Kinley Sutton, Landon Teeter, Dexter Thomas, Abby Thompson, Evelyn Thompson, Kay Thompson, Brody Tierney, Sophia Turnbow, Owen Twombly, James Fanatic, Olivia Walker, Mallory Ward, Lanaya Warren, Christy Washington, Addie Watsonwick, Austin White, Emmy Wilkinson, Elaine Williams, Larissa Zaragoza. Let's give these students a round of applause.
Okay, a quick summary. 301 students in eighth grade. 156 of those students have a 3.5 GPA or higher. Also, we have 65 students that have earned a 4.0 for the last semester. Some very, very good news for students. Hey, we talked about different things and doing things maybe out of your comfort zone. Okay, we had 92 kids go out for the play this year. That's 10% of our population. That is incredible. We have 28 kids try out for all district band. That's one-on-one solo with a judge you don't know. We had several of those kids make all districts for KC Metro. We're talking about 11 of those kids. Oh, by the way, I think we had 6 207 Orchestra kids in the all district, 212 tried out for all district. You know, I'm missing the Scholar Bowl, I'm missing the football team, I'm missing all volleyball, missing all sorts of things that our students have participated in. But there's just so many great things going on. I just want to say, students, we appreciate you, we appreciate what you're doing. At this time, I want these students to stand up. They've had a perfect attendance in this group for the first semester. Lexi Cantwell, Gabrielle Cunningham, Camden Ellis, Kristen Breland. Let's go with Ashton Johnson Brown, Allison Kleinhagen, Paul Liebman, Lincoln Wilkinson, Jocelyn Rosenbaum, Archer Sanderson, Andon Sorm, Katie Lee Thompson, and Emmy Wilkinson. Please turn around, give a wave. So we had 65 students earn 4.0 this semester. 3 years ago, this year we have in sixth grade we have 80 students that have achieved a 4.0. Hopefully, in 2 more years, that's 4 more semesters, they can be a part of this list. So I'm going to have a list of names come forward and have you just line up, and we're going to recognize these students that have a cumulative 4.0 for 5 consecutive semesters. Incredible. And students, when you open up your package, you'll see a medal in there for you to keep in honor of your special award. All right. Don't you love being first? Broken. Attitude. Come on now. Congratulations. Mackenzie Bonwell, Adeline Botcher, Tyson Bruce, Gracie Buckner, Corey Carson Smith, Emery Deaver, Kylie Farrow, Kristen Breland, Ava Gardner, Bo Gilmore, Julia Haynes, Patrick Hayes, Ashton Johnson Brown, Nadia Katzenberger, Emmeline Kidwell, Sarah Kimball, Allison Kleinhagen, Savannah LeBoux, Lily McDaniels, Sophie Miller, Leah Morgan, Logan Pellegrino, Elijah Reed, Kenzie Rygard, Jocelyn Rosenbaum, Archer Sanderson, Jonah Caesar, Ellie Smith, Kaylee Thompson, Owen Longley, Christy Washington, and Elaine Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, this is quite an honor. Please do your best to continue on the road to excellence. Hey, let's give this group a round of applause. Okay, you want to take a seat? I've said this, easily 150, 200 times this year. I'll see kids in the hallway. I'll see them in the cafeteria. Some kids come down to the office. And I'll say, hey, wait a minute, come back here. Hey, did you know when you show up to school, we're a better place? And I say that to a lot of people. Bishop, have I ever said that to you? Absolutely, I've said that. You thought it was just you? Sorry, Bishop. I like a lot of kids that come to school. Okay, if I said that to you, I didn't mean to say that to you. I just wouldn't have to say that to Bishop. Sorry, but it's the truth. When you show up to school, we're a better place to be. And you don't have to be 3.5 GPA. We have kids that scored a 3 to 3.5. That's another 80 kids. Now that's 250 kids. By the way, we have 301 kids in this grade level. Kids these days, they're pretty darn good, aren't they, Bishop? We like having you in school. The thing is, Bishop, in 70 days, I don't think I want to see you again. How they go to middle school? How they go to high school? All right. There are a lot of great kids here. A couple things to finish up the morning is, yes, when we're done, we have some donuts for our students and families. Give you an opportunity to take some pictures if you would like. And remember, 4 years can go by quickly. Don't get too stressed about the future. Live in the present. And last but not least, be kind, do right, choose great. It is the Husky way. Thank you very much, parents, for being here.